Hi, I'm Dr. Richard Lewis Miller. I'm an 86-year-old clinical psychologist with over 60 years of professional practice. And as you might imagine, one of the issues that I've dealt with a great deal in my practice is anxiety, and another is thought intrusions. And what I have found is that there are certain tactics for dealing with anxiety and thought intrusions which are powerful, which don't cost a bunch of money, and which you can do almost anywhere. I'm going to teach those to you today. So let's begin together. First, find a comfortable place that you can sit down and make yourself comfortable in the chair. It has to be in a quiet room. We don't want sound intrusions from traffic or from television sets or computers. You want to shut all those things off. You don't even want to hear your refrigerator buzzing. Nice, quiet room, and sit down in the chair. Then I want you to put one hand on your chest and one hand on your abdomen. These hands are going to be moving or not moving, and they'll be helpful indicators for you. Now, as you're sitting here, first, let's do a little review of body awareness. Notice your feet touching the floor. Can you feel the contact? Notice the back of your thighs pressing against the bottom of the chair. I'm sure you can feel that. Can you feel your hand touching your chest? Can you feel your other hand touching your abdomen? What else do you notice about your body? What other parts of your body are sending a little message that say, notice me, notice me? You notice a little something in your neck, perhaps. Maybe you notice a little something in your shoulder. Maybe something in your arm or in your leg. All I'm asking you to do is notice. This is what's called body awareness, getting aware of your body rather than being totally in the head, which is where so many of us live so much of the time. Okay, you're sitting in this nice quiet room. You're in the chair. You have a certain amount of body awareness. And now I want you to focus on your breathing. We're going to do something that I call conscious breathing. Breathe your abdomen. That's where this hand is. You can see my hand bouncing a little bit. Maybe if I move back a bit, you can see even better. And I think that's going to work. Yes. Now watch when I breathe from my abdomen, you're going to see this hand is going to move. Watch. That's what I want you to do. I want you to breathe so that this hand moves, but this hand doesn't. We don't want big breaths like that, those big breaths that are hyperventilating. No, we just want small breaths. I'm going to switch my hands. Small breaths from the abdomen right here, like that. And I want you to practice with me. In and out, in and out. Small breaths, in and out. Small breaths, in and out. Continue, in and out. In and out, in and out. We're practicing breathing down here in the lower part of the lungs rather than filling them up totally or breathing up here. The key is to learn how to breathe down here. And you can do this practice for 30 or 60 seconds many times a day. The repetitive nature of this exercise will pay off over time because you'll learn how to control anxiety. So again, breathing. I recommend you practice this 30 to 60 or even 90 seconds, 5 to 10 times every single day. Think of it this way. If you practice for, let's say, 10 times and you do it for 60 seconds each time, that's 600 seconds. That's 10 minutes. 10 little minutes a day. That's 300 minutes a month. Whoa, that's a lot of minutes, isn't it? Continue that for an entire year, and you will be a master breather, able to deal with anxiety anywhere. I use this technique to save myself. I saved my own life when I was once run over by a Winnebago recreational vehicle that crushed both my legs when it ran over me. I saved my life because I'd already been a master conscious breather. I stopped myself from going into shock. Dealing with anxiety for me is a piece of cake. I just go into my breathing and the anxiety decreases. Now, another technique that also is extremely helpful for thought intrusions and for anxiety is visualization. So while you're sitting here breathing from the abdomen, I want you to close your eyes and visualize a beautiful golden light light inside of your head. Beautiful golden light. Picture beautiful golden light inside of your head. Fill your consciousness with beautiful golden light. Fill it up. And after you have your head, or your consciousness, if you will, full of beautiful golden light, I want you to bring that golden light down through your neck to your shoulders and fill up your shoulders with beautiful gold light. And then your left arm, fill up your left arm with beautiful golden light. You're picturing those rays go way down into your arm and down into your hand. And then, after you have your left arm full of beautiful golden light, fill up your right arm all the way down your arm to your fingers. Now you have your head, your neck, your shoulders, and both arms filled with beautiful golden light. And now your chest. Fill your chest up with beautiful golden light, and your abdomen. And now feel it all the way in your chest and your abdomen and around your back. Beautiful golden light. And now you're bringing it down into your groin and into your genitals and now into your thighs. Beautiful golden light into your right thigh first, and then your right knee and down the calf and into your right foot. And now let's come up and we're going to do the left leg, the thigh, the knee, the calf, and the left foot. If I'm going too fast, you can slow it down. Just make sure that you fill up your entire body with beautiful golden light. You practice conscious breathing, practice filling up your consciousness and then your body with beautiful golden light, and you have two great tools for dealing with anxiety and thought intrusions. And now we're going to do a third tool. And the third tool is the simplest of them all. It is so simple that people question me and say, is it really possible that it works? And the answer is yes. You see, the mind generates ideas. The mind generates videos. The mind generates music. It generates all kinds of things. It's a wonderful device. And because it can generate all this, it wants to be the boss. It thinks it's the boss, but it's not. We can learn how to generate the thoughts we want. We can learn how to generate the videos we want. We can learn how to generate the music we want in our minds. And we can direct the mind and be its boss rather than be a victim of the mind, rather than let thought intrusions come in. And a simple way to begin stopping thought intrusions is counting numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, keep counting with me, 16, 17, keep counting with me, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you notice when you count the numbers, it's extremely difficult to be thinking at the same time? That is a way of forcing out the intrusions. You get a thought intrusion, you immediately go into counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The mind sends in some scary thing about what's going to happen next week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A little of it got through and you became anxious. You start the breathing. Breathing from the abdomen. In and out, in and out, in and out. You fill up your consciousness with golden light. You are directing. You are now the boss. The mind is no longer the boss. You are directing the breathing. You are directing the visualization. And now you come through with number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All it takes, folks, is 30, 60 seconds on the breathing, 30, 60 seconds on the visualization, 30, 60 seconds on the number counting. 4, 5, 6, 8 times a day, as many as you want, every single day, and you will master these tactics, and they will help you take control of your life like you've never had before. Sounds pretty easy. It is easy. However, there is something difficult. What's the difficult part? Persistence and practice. Persistence and practice. I've broken it down into little pieces, 30, 60 seconds, to make it much easier for everybody, rather than a half hour or an hour. Too much much, too long. Little tiny intervals, and you will get there because of my slogan. A little something over a long period of time is a lot of something. 5 times a day times 30 days a month is 150 times 12 months is 1,800. 5 times a day leads to 1,800 times a year of a breathing exercise, a visualization exercise, counting exercise. 5 times a day each leads to 1,800 times 3 is 5,400 times a year of practice, which will make you a master, and you will take control of your own mind, your own body, and your own destiny, just as the way I have. Until next time, this is Dr. Richard Lewis Miller reminding you that good health is worth fighting for, and it's essential for life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. May golden light fill you and perfuse you.